And everybody's in. Alright, let's get this going. Things look about the same. This is European servers, of course. Let's see again. NextStart. Alright. Wizardz going in with the attack. This is Lobovie with the pass up. TK with a whiffs coming in from everywhere. There's pops, things, whatever is happening here. A bunch of nonsense. Lob with the front pass. TQ's there. Passes it back to Azos. Azos with the shot straight into net, and they take the first goal. Wizardz on wheels taking goal number 1. It's been 24 seconds, and some mishaps have been occurring in the start of the game. Now, still a bunch of time left for NextStart to, of course, equalize or even regain control of the situation until they kick off. Into the corner on top of the wall, Azos with an aerial attempt. Doesn't quite get something good out of it. Ahmed does challenge it, puts it back in the counter attack, gets blocked by Alab. Alab does get it back to Divinity, who passes it mid. Doesn't quite get it because Raza is there to block it. Raza now going forward, getting a 50 with TQ, going straight into the net. The absolute Divinity puts it into the corner. It bounces back in front of the goal where Azos is waiting. Now Allah passes it too high into the backboard. Raza tries to get it, but Divinity is there to secure the save and clear. Now Ahmed with a beautiful clear, but gets blocked by Alab. Now a bunch of cluster happening in the middle of the field. Now it is into the corner where Raza passes it to TQ, who passes it right back into them. Alab taking control, gets challenged, gets a 50 in front of the goal. Beautiful double commit coming in there. Divinity trying to take control, gets bumped off the ball. Azos puts it into the front right corner, going for the net, and Alab puts it in. Now 2-goal lead for Wizardz on wheels, as they have been dominating. Well, not really dominating, it's been a bit of a cluster here. Bunch of mistakes happening from a bit of both teams, but Wizardz on wheels does keep and maintain control. Kickoff number 3 coming in right now. Azos going up to right. A shot from Divinity, puts it top right, gets saved by Raza. Now another attempt from Divinity, passes it to Ahmed. Ahmed gets 50. Ball goes back into the corner. Now a bunch of pressure coming in from NextStart. Are they able to get something out of it, or will they get counter attack? Counter attack coming in, gets blocked. Raza does block the shot and they clear. Divinity shoots it too high. TQ with an almost beautiful redirect. NextStart is trying everything they can by applying all the pressure they have right now into Wizardz on wheels. Now a beautiful shot coming out from Raza, putting it back into the own side of NextStart. They capitalize. A demo coming in from Alab on Divinity. Now pass back. A shot from Divinity, putting it top left. It's a bit too high. TQ puts it on the backboard. A shot from Ahmed. Gets blocked by Azos though. Now they're trying to clear the ball right here. Wizardz on wheels. They're not quite able to, at least. But we'll see what they can pull off here, and hopefully they are able to get something good out of this. A lot of pressure coming in from NextStart. Will Wizardz on wheels be able to counter that? It doesn't quite look like it. They keep the pressure up. Wizardz on wheels can't quite get the ball out of their own half, as NextStart keeps putting it there. There's a lot of stuff happening at the moment. Raza with a clear in the front left into the blue corner. Now TQ is there to block it though. Double commit coming in from Ahmed and TQ. Both gets blocked by Azos. A shot from Divinity gets blocked by Alab. Alab puts it back in midfield. TQ passes it back. A shot coming on target. Almost goes in but gets saved. Raza with a 50. Almost going into net, but TQ is there to save it. Double commit from Wizardz on wheels. Raza puts it into the wall, tries to pinch it out so it goes to a teammate, doesn't quite get it. TQ's there, a weird bunny hop coming in. Whiff again, double whiff from both teams happening. A pass straight mid and a shot from Ahmed that goes straight in. 2-1, 1 minute 41 left in this game. Still a lot of time left for NextStart to regain and either equalize this or take the lead. All that Wizardz on wheels right now have to do is maintain this 1-goal lead, which is still a dangerous lead. Azos with a 50 on the kickoff in favor of them. Raza's up, tries to pass it mid, gets blocked with a 50 though. A lot of pressure coming in. Clear coming in from TQ. Now Divinity in there, but Azos does beat both of them. Passes it mid to Raza. Raza shoots it to the front left corner where Ahmed is to clear it back into Wizardz on wheels half. A bunch of cluster happening right now. Azos No boost, tries to clear it forward. Rozza takes control of it. Now gets a beautiful pass mid. Azus was not ready for that and doesn't quite get his shot on target. Divinity's up with a counter attack, puts it really high. Ahmed goes for a 50-50 race shot, he gets blocked in the meantime. Rozza with a 50, passing it past, dunking his teammates, puts it onto target, getting back to the 2-goal lead over NextStart. Now a beautiful two-wheel drift coming in there on the end as we saw close up. Now, 54 seconds left on the clock. Who will be able to capitalize this game? There's still a decent amount of time left for somebody to come back or somebody to keep control of this game. Ahmed putting it high. Doesn't quite get anywhere. As well with an attack again. Demos Divinity. The ball's dropping slowly. TQ puts it high again, blocking Rozza's shot. Allah is up. Divinity misses. Azos goes again. Gets a beautiful aerial. Tries to go for a flip reset. Gets the flip reset, but it gets blocked by Divinity. Would have been something beautiful. Now NextStart trying to employ as much pressure as they can. Because right now they're on the low. They have to force anything they can, trying to get this equalizing ball in. Ahmed with a whiff. Azos going for another aerial. For an aerial attempt. Doesn't quite get anywhere with it though. Rozza takes control of it. Shoots it high. Azos is up. Puts it into the corner. Tries to shoot it on target, doesn't quite get it. Block it somehow. Now a counter attack coming in, but I don't think this will going in. Now a block, and that is round 1 over and done with. Wizards on wheels take game 1. Now that was a bunch of clusters going in to game 1. A bunch of mistakes coming in from both teams. But it did seem like Wizards on Wheels trying to style in here and there, making something beautiful come up from nothing. A lot of clusters, a lot of double commits, triples, over commits, a lot of stuff that we shouldn't be seeing in, of course, high level games. But this is not high level games. Keep that in mind. If you're watching this, don't expect this to be SSL gameplay, the best in the world. These are people who play the game, still learning a lot of stuff, trying to get better every single day while playing this game, trying to reach new goals, new heights. So there's always going to be some sort of mistakes coming into these games if you're watching them. Now, let's hop into the next round. And hopefully there'll be less clusterfucks. Maybe NextStart is now... Their mentality is going to be this short, of course. They got swept to 2-goal lead by Wizards on Wheels with a lot of mistakes coming from both teams. But let's hope maybe NextStart can come back from this downfall and rise up to a good position. And maybe take the dub away or lose it all. Now, Wizards on Wheels does have the chance to sweep NextStart if they win 2 more series, 2 more games, of course. But maybe NextStart will now change the mentality up. Regain, as my other caster Matrix is there, who's not here right now, as he's playing in this tournament himself. Alright, round 2. A good start coming in from NextStart, but well, Wizards on Wheels does keep it out of their own net. Now, a back pass onto the backboard. Rozza's there, passes it mid. Azos shoots it on target. Shoots it high, but gets blocked by Ahmed though. Now, a counter attack possibly coming in from NextStart. No, they leave it wide open, but TQ does secure it and puts it away, so nothing can happen. Azos is up. Little amount of boost. Trying to block any shot or anything from happening right now. A 50 coming in from Rozza, who does win it. Now, some magnificent flips coming in from Ahmed in the recovery. Still, all good stuff coming in. Ahmed putting it high. Dribbling it over one. Doesn't quite get it though, as this is there. Takes control of it. Infinity puts it forward. Past 2 defenders. Now Alab's alone in back. They're able to keep this out. Now Alab's putting it high. Goes blocked by Ahmed. Ball goes in front of the net. Where puts it out. Gets a beautiful pinch with his teammate. But Divinity's there to block it from getting anywhere further. Now a counter attack coming in from NextStart, which gets blocked. Now a good attempt coming in here for Wizards on Wheels. A double commit, well not really double commit, a double whiff coming in from both teams right there. Divinity puts it across. Ahmed is not quite able to get there and get a shot on target. Allah puts it forward. TQ's there, doesn't quite get the advantage of it. Divinity goes up, shoots it forward. Rozza's there, going up the wall. Flips it high, passes it to Ahmed. Ahmed shoots. A save from Azos. Divinity taking it up the corner wall, trying to get it anywhere, but gets blocked by Azos again. Rozza puts it forward, going with a counter attack now. Ahmed blocks the counter attack by clearing it forward. TQ's up, tries to get a redirect. Does quite get it, but last second gets saved Now, multiple times coming in from NextStart, it gets cleared. Alab's going to try and get a counter attack. Does quite get it, gets a beautiful clear mid. The TQ is there, puts it into the wall. Gets another touch forward, passing two defenders, as it's right now really awkward into the corner. A shot coming in from Divinity, gets blocked by Alab. Ahmed is up, puts it back into the corner, trying to pass it mid. Divinity is there, passes it back to the corner, where no teammate is waiting for him. A pinch coming in from Azos. Tries to get a cutscene, doesn't quite get it. Gets a beautiful pass though. Ooh, a nice shot coming in from Raza, but gets blocked by Divinity. Last second, it was about a blink of going in, of course. Ahmed going in. Beautiful double commit right there from NextStart again. A counter attack coming in. It's a 3v1. Puts it over one. Puts it a bit too high. Divinity's it. Puts it into the corner, trying to take control. Ahmed goes back. Clear coming in from Divinity. Divinity chasing the ball. A double whiff coming in after Azos is up. Gets 15. Does get beat and dunked on, but the lob is there to clear it away again. They're coming in. A pinch coming in with Absolute and Divinity and Azos right now. Ooh, and a dunk from TQ, making the first goal after 3 minutes. NextStart, this does look like a bit better of a round than the last round. Of course, a bit more stable. Not a lot of goals coming in from either teams. Now the first goal after 3 minutes, which shows both teams are on an equal pace right now. Still a lot of mistakes happening. This is something that I cannot be afforded to get in stuff like this, as little mistakes can be awarded with big losses. Now Love going up, putting it into the corner. Tries to go for another touch, doesn't quite get it though. Divinity puts it over high, Azos goes up, blocks it. TQ now up, into Raza. Raza shoots it top left, doesn't quite get it though, a bit too wide. Love puts it back into the backboard, tries to pass it to Azos. Azos does get it, isn't quite able to get it on target. Does keep putting pressure though, forcing NextStart to try anything they can to get this ball out of the corner. Now Ahmed clearing it into the opponent's corner, getting it past one, where Razak clears it across. Azos is there when a shot goes to target. TQ now forcing it again, backboard and corner, away from TQ. Ahmed with a shot, and that's 2-0 for NextStart. Alright, this game is looking at the times have turned in its favor of NextStart Gaming. Now, will we see maybe a comeback in this minute 14 left from Wizards on Wheels, or will NextStart take round 2 into their favor? Now a shot coming in from Ahmed, doesn't quite getting on target, gets blocked by Azos, goes into the corner. Alab trying to take control of this, doesn't quite get it. Kind of now panicking, trying to get the ball anywhere there, but in their own half, of course. The triple, quadruple whiff, I think that was, coming in from both teams with 2 double commits, trying anything they can. Now an aerial shot coming in from Ahmed to block any attackers. Alab puts it back to Raza. Raza passes it to Azos, who unfortunately has no boost to do anything with the pass. Now trying anything he can to waste some time, or maybe force a goal at least. Alab blocks Divinity's clear into the corner, where Ahmed is there to clear it again, but doesn't quite get a good clear. Azos is he not able to get a beautiful aerial up? Alab going back, putting it up the wall, trying to get for an aerial probably, and shoots it up and high. Raza takes over control. Now Azos puts it into the wall. An attack coming in. A double commit coming in. They get saved by Ahmed. Raza has up the wall. Gets faked though. Now it's a clear from Divinity. And this is gay round number 2. I mean, taken by NextStart Gaming. They're all keeping up. They're respecting the don't let the ball drop. A whiff coming in there. The ball's still up. Ahmed going up. Puts it a bit too low. Raza keeps it up though. Razana going for a shot. Alab tries to get it, and that's it. Round 2 goes to NextStart Gaming. Well, this is some weird advantages of what we've seen today. Of course, this is still the start. You know, people still warming up. They might have not had the practice in. I see they did. Some of them wanted to scrim as I was getting home from work, so maybe they didn't scrim that well, or something happened, not so much warm-up right now. But as we can tell right now, both teams are definitely on an equal standard at the moment, as both teams make a lot of mistakes, a lot of double commits, a lot of whiffs coming in from both teams, as we've seen on multiple occasions by now. The first game, the second game, it's a bit of a, how can you describe this? It's a bit of a cluster at this point. both teams trying their hardest to keep this ball in favor of them. And as we can tell, both teams are trying their hardest, and it's an equal fair standpoint at this point. Can't really tell who would be better, who's on the better side of things right now, as both things are pretty equal. We are waiting because one of the players did DC. Oh, he's back. All right. Game number 3 is going. Oh, wrong buttons. Is going live now. Let's see how's it going. Alright. First attack coming in from NextStart. Now a demo from Ahmed on Azos. Pressure coming in instantly from NextStart. Showing that they will dominate this game, hopefully. An aerial attempt coming in from Rizal. Doesn't have to boost to quite get anywhere with it though. Tries to get it anywhere. Then there's TQ now in the corner, struggling to try and clear this ball anywhere but there. Double commit coming in now from Divinity and Ahmed. Ahmed luckily lands straight in front of that ball that was going in net. Able to block it. Now Alab going in with a counter attack after they just try to clear the ball. Tries to get a Doomsday. This doesn't quite get anywhere with it though. A low and boost. A shot from Raza. Doesn't quite get it on target. It was very close. Hits the crossbar and out. A bump from Divinity, blocking the attacker from doing anything. Now a counter attack coming in from NextStart Gaming. Izos clears the counter attack though into the corner. Now my camera doesn't even know what to process at the moment, so I can't really tell what was happening there. But a counter attack coming in from Ahmed. TQ with a clear. Ahmed tries to get it. Whiffs the shot on target. Now it's in TQ's favor. He's trying to 50 every opponent right here. Does quite be able to, but doesn't quite capitalize on it. Counter attack coming in from Rizal. TQ's up. Tries to clear. Clears it mid. Going straight for the net. Well, maybe a little bit wide, but a lot puts it high. Now clears it. Puts it back down. Absolutely is there, but it gets blocked and cleared. TQ does capitalize on it. Doesn't quite get a second touch on it after Rizal clears it away in front of his nose. Ball going mid over 1. TQ going for a shot. Takes the shot. Puts it top. And it gets saved by Azos. Divinity taking control. Gets blocked by a lob. A weird collision between TQ. A whiff from TQ coming in. Almost would have been bad for them, but there was a clear. Now TQ putting it high, clearing it wide. Azos taking control. Gets that one by TQ. Ball's going up the wall. Ahmed shoots it forward. Alab is there to clear. Puts it into the side wall where Azaz going to try and 50. Puts it past 1 but gets demoed in the process. TQ with a counter attack. Gets blocked by Alab. Now Divinity with the control. Takes out Rizal. Puts it over 1. Doesn't quite get it though. Ahmed is up. Alab putting it in. This is... my brain is malfunctioning at this exact point of time. Now it falls into the corner of Wizardz on Wheels. They pinch it forward where TQ is waiting for them. Clears it up high, but there is Alab to clear it back down. Ahmed shoots it up and high onto the backboard. Rizal puts it into the corner where Alab's waiting. Alab pushes it back into the corner, making it awkward for TQ to do anything. A block coming in from Alab. Doesn't have any boost to stay on it. Divinity pushes it back into the corner, forcing that ball into that corner, making it awkward for Wizardz on Wheels to try and get anything out of there. Rizal with a beautiful clear. Ahmed does redirect it back into their corner now. TQ putting it in the wall. Ahmed goes for a 50. Wins the 50. TQ misses the ball. Puts it mid. Divinity's up. Tries to put it on target. Doesn't quite get it as Rizal's there to block it. Rizal now aerialing the ball. TQ with a challenge. Gets a successful 50-50. But it gets cleared back where Divinity's waiting. Divinity puts it high on the backboard. Alab puts it into the corner and the wall where Azos is waiting, putting it forward. Now a counter attack coming in from Wizardz on Wheels. Gets blocked. Now they have another chance. A pass from Alab to a 50-50 from Ahmed and Azos. TQ going up, puts it high onto the backboard, but Rosa's there to clear it into the corner again. Now Alab tries to get it out of the corner, into the corner with a counter attack. Now no boost, trying to do everything he can in his power. Now a counter attack coming back. Goes high, Rosa puts it high, puts it over, stays on the ball. Goes for a 50-50 with a double commit. Now Wizardz on Wheels forcing that ball to get out. A shot from Ahmed and an own goal coming in. Making the first goal after 4 minutes. You can see here, the force from Ahmed they didn't expect. Ahmed gets it almost on target. Razaz doing some acrobatic stunt work right there, which does not go in his favor. Now, 1 minute left on the clock. Is Wizards on Wheels able to regain and score a goal of their own? Yes, they are. 6 seconds after the kickoff, they instantly score, equalizing the score 1-1. Wizards on Wheels is letting them know they will not be disgraced in such a manner, and they will come back and get this W. Now, 1 minute left on the clock. Who will take this game? It's still everybody's game at this point. Of course, a bit of mistakes happening on both teams' ends, and a lot of questionable things happening, but they are doing whatever they can. They're not really changing up their mentalities, or maybe they are. They're trying to force anything they can, going for every ball they see, in every way or shape they will and are able to hit the ball. Sometimes leading into some weird and awkward situations. 30 seconds left. An attack coming in, but that's blocked by Izos. Tiki up putting it high into the wall, maybe going for an attack. He's alone for a little there. Passing it to Alob, who just didn't sleep in the seas. Alob dead. Alob might have died right there. Alob did die. Alob did die indeed. A shot coming in, doesn't quite get it, it's on the post. Lob still has not done anything. Ooh. That's overtime right now. A shot coming in from TQ, 26. He just disconnects. A lob did just lose connection.
Going to need a tune-up after that.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let me just quickly check what I'm going to do about the situation. I'm going to call this undefined. We're not going to replay this round. But what we are going to do is replay the OT. Making it easy, giving their teammates some time. Counter attack from Ahmed. TQ's there to capitalize. Fakes one, doesn't quite get it. Up, shoots it in, and that is game number 3 in favor of Wizards on Wheels. Now that was a quick 20-second end of that. Alright, let's get straight into it. Game number 4. Ahmed going forward, putting it into the corner. Zero boost, maybe trying to make a play. Goes low, gets it past one. Wizardz there to block it though. A lot. Now taking the ball into the corner. Gets blocked though. He's just taking control, getting bumped into the front of the net. Wizardz there to put it back into the corner. Ahmed keeping the pressure up by putting it back in front of the goal again. Divinity trying to get a shot on target. Doesn't quite get a good angle or good power onto the ball. Now Alob's up, pinches it down, doesn't quite get it. Wizardz now puts it against the wall where Divinity puts it high. Maybe a shot coming in. Nope, Ahmed is there to save it. Now they're probably going to try and do everything after the devastating and unfortunate thing from the last game. Now Alob is going up. Ahmed now in the corner, putting it into the corner, puts it forward. Azos is there to clear it though. Demo coming in from Ahmed on Azos. A whiff from Azar. Azos putting it mid. Gets blocked by Tiki, putting it into the corner where he demos another person. Alob now gets killed. A shot from Ahmed. He gets blocked by Azar. Azos clear. Puts it over 2. Now an entire open goal coming in for NextStart. they're not doing too good there. They took it back in time. Nothing gets applied. A lot of damage happening this game. A shot from Allah does get it in though. Allah does get it in. Wizardz on Wheels taking goal number 1. Alright, kickoff number 2, 3 minutes 40 left on the clock. Both teams now getting an interesting amount of demos in. A lot coming in from NextStart. They are trying to demo probably. Getting the competition out is always one good way to get the W. If there's nobody to defend or attack, all you've got is yourself and your team. Now a beautiful save from Azos. There was a wide open net. They were able to get back. NextStart didn't capitalize on it. Now another pass forward. Getting blocked. Now a perfect clear coming in. Definitely with no boost. Trying to get the ball anywhere but there. But Ahmed is there to clear it back into the corner. TQ now going up high. Aerialing it in. TQ going in. Boom, Divinity, another thing. Oh, sorry guys for my casting, it's kind of shit. It's been a while. I'm tired as fuck after work, of course. Boom, goal coming in from Wizardz on Wheels. And now, 2 minutes 46 left on the clock. Both teams are being hella aggressive, where NextStart tries to go for the demos, which didn't really go into their favor. That was and there's another beautiful shot coming in from NextStart. NextStart is getting a lot of chances, they're just not able to capitalize on them. And Wizardz just did get a lot of both of the goals just by NextStart kind of letting themselves get fumbled there. They're trying to do different stuff, they're trying the demos, they're trying the pressure, but it's not really working out for them in decent amount of favor. Where Wizardz on Wheels just get some basic shots on target, like almost that was pretty good. Oh, maybe a double? No, I get it. Does get a few shots onto the target, which do go in, and at that point it's a bit of questioning of what does NextStart have to change going into the losers bracket. Is it the confidence? Probably. Is it their play style? Which is something I do advise. Aggressive is a good way to play the game, of course. But if you see aggressive is not working, maybe switch it up, because repeating and just adding more to the aggressiveness might not always be the answer. So I think for NextStart, I would definitely advise to go into some more passive aggressive. I wouldn't go fully passive, of course, but a bit more passive aggressive. Think about the positioning of their teammates. Think about, of course, how they attack, what they do in their attacks, to stop from that goal being open at times where a single shot on target could just capitalize for the other team. Now, Allah is up. Puts it into the corner, tries to get another touch, doesn't quite get it, but it's to block it. A demo coming in from his own Divinity without putting pressure, gets it back, doesn't quite get the ball. TK on the wall, gets it past 2, tries to get it past 3rd, doesn't quite get another touch. Allah just turns, takes the ball up high, now trying to get control. Does take control, dribbles it, gets it past 1, can't quite get to the ball in time, but Reza is there to shoot that ball straight in with a beautiful pass from Allah. No, it is not zoomed in. Sadly enough, I have an ultra-wide monitor, which I had to try and fix up the way the game is put. So the ultra-wide monitor is an annoying factor in the way of streaming, but it is a nice factor in the way of having it, of course. But no, it is not zoomed, so it might be a bit zoomed because of the, of course, the ultra-wide. But in the end of the day, yeah. Now, 20 seconds left on the clock, 3-goal lead coming in for Wizardz on Wheels. I do think they will take this game away into their favor unless NextStart can score some goals, but it is not looking quite like it. A beautiful pinch coming in. If that was just on target, it would have been a nice shot. And this is game number 4 in favor of Wizardz on Wheels, taking the series away.
Going to need a tune-up after
There we
that.
go. Well played by both teams. A lot of mistakes in the beginning, a lot of whiffs, mix-ups, mess-ups, double commits, everything you can imagine in the book of Rocket League. But in the end, Wizards on Wheels took the first game, and they took every single game after losing that other one with a bit of a technical difficulty coming in from their part as well, with a little bit of a power outage, of course, and then some miscommunication, as one of the teams did not feel like, of course, reading the chat and noticing my statements. But at this point, we're going over it, no arguing allowed. So now it's up to, of course, the next series. Alright, let's get straight into it. Game number 4. Ahmed going forward, putting it into the corner. 0 boost, maybe trying to make a play. Goes low, gets it past 1. Wizardz there to block it though. Allah now taking the ball into the corner. Gets blocked though. He's taking control, getting bombed into the front of the net. Wizardz there to put it back into the corner. Ahmed keeping the pressure up by putting it back in front of the goal again. Ability trying to get a shot on target. Doesn't quite get a good angle or good power onto the ball. Now Allah's up, pinches it down, doesn't quite get it. Wizardz now puts it against the wall. Ability puts it high. Maybe a shot coming in. Nope, Ahmed is there to save it. Now, they're probably going to try and do everything after the devastating and unfortunate thing from the last game. Now Allah is going up. Ahmed now in the corner, putting it into the corner, puts it forward. Azos is there to clear it though. The demo coming in from Ahmed on Azos. A whiff from Azar. Azos putting it mid, gets blocked by Tiki, putting it into the corner where he demos another person. Allah now gets killed. A shot from Ahmed, gets blocked by Reza. Azos clear, puts it over 2. Now an entire open goal coming in for NextStart. They're not doing too good there. They took it back in time. Nothing gets applied. A lot of damage happening this game. A shot from Allah does get it in though. Allah does get it in. Wizards on Wheels taking goal number 1. Alright, kickoff number 2, 3 minutes 40 left on the clock. Both teams now getting an interesting amount of demos in. A lot coming in from NextStart. They are trying to demo probably. Getting the competition out is always one good way to get the W. If there's nobody to defend or attack, all you've got is yourself and your team. Now a beautiful save from Azos. There was a wide open net. They were able to get back. NextStart didn't capitalize on it. Now another pass forward. Getting blocked. Now a perfect clear coming in. Definitely no boost. Trying to get the ball anywhere but there. But Ahmed is there to clear it back into the corner. TQ now going up high. Aerialing it in. TQ going in. Boom, Divinity, another thing. Oh, sorry guys for my casting, it's kind of shit, it's been a while. I'm tired as fuck after work, of course. Boom, goal coming in from Wizards on Wheels. And now, 2 minutes 46 left on the clock. Both teams are being hella aggressive, where NextStart tries to go for the demos, which didn't really go into their favor. Now Reza clears another beautiful shot coming in from NextStart. NextStart is getting a lot of chances. They're just not able to capitalize on them. And Wizards did get a lot of both of the goals just by NextStart kind of letting themselves get fumbled there. They're trying to do different stuff. They're trying the demos. They're trying the pressure, but it's not really working out for them in decent amount of favor. Where Wizards on Wheels just get some basic shots on target, like almost that was pretty good. Oh, maybe a double? No, doesn't quite get it. Does get a few shots onto the target, which do go in, and at that point, it's a bit of questioning of what does NextStart have to change going into the losers bracket. Is it the confidence? Probably. Is it their play style? Which is something I do advise. Aggressive is a good way to play the game, of course. But if you see aggressive is not working, maybe switch it up, because repeating and just adding more to the aggressiveness might not always be the answer. So I think for NextStart, I would definitely advise to go into some more passive aggressive. I wouldn't go fully passive, of course, but a bit more passive aggressive. think about the positioning of their teammates, think about, of course, how they attack, what they do in their attacks, to stop from that goal being open at times where a single shot on target could just capitalize for the other team. Now, Allah is up, puts it into the corner, tries to get another touch, doesn't quite get it, but it's to block it. A demo coming in from his own divinity, without putting pressure, gets it back, doesn't quite get the ball. BT on the wall, gets it past 2, tries to get it past 3, doesn't quite get another touch. Allah just turns, takes the ball up high, now trying to get control, does take control, dribbles it, gets it past 1, can't quite get to the ball in time, but Reza is there to shoot that ball straight in with a beautiful pass from Allah. No, it is not zoomed in. Sadly enough, I have an ultra-wide monitor, which I had to try and fix up the way the game is put. So the ultra-wide monitor is an annoying factor in the way of streaming, but it is a nice factor in the way of having it, of course. But no, it is not zoomed, so it might be a bit zoomed because of the, of course, the ultra-wide. But in the end of the day, yeah. Now, 20 seconds left on the clock, 3-goal lead coming in for Wizards on Wheels. I do think they will take this game away into their favor unless NextStart can score some goals, but it is not looking quite like it. A beautiful pinch coming in. If that was just on target, it would have been a nice shot. And this is game number 4 in favor of Wizards on Wheels, taking the series away.
Going to need a tune-up after
There we
that.
go. Well played by both teams. A lot of mistakes in the beginning, a lot of whiffs, mix-ups, mess-ups, double commits, everything you can imagine in the book of Rocket League. But in the end, Wizards on Wheels took the first game, and they took every single game after losing that other one with a bit of a technical difficulty coming in from their part as well, with a little bit of a power outage, of course, and then some miscommunication as one of the teams did not feel like, of course, reading the chat and noticing my statements. But at this point, we're going over it, no arguing allowed. So now it's up to, of course, the next series.